Hi, my name is Suzanne Goodwin, and I would like to welcome you to my video. This webinar topic is understanding why credit matters and why your credit score determines how you are financially. I'm affiliated with a company called Financial Services, and so I wanted to briefly speak to you about the whys and when of credit in your financial life. This is probably the most uninteresting topic that we all want to go and listen to, but I do believe that it is probably one of the most important. So let's get started. The first thing and the primary piece of information that we all need is to be educated in credit matters. I feel that school age would have been the very best place for this to have started. I'm not sure if it's implemented in certain schools now, but it was not when I was growing up. And so many of us do not learn the how and why of credit until it has affected our financial lives. So exactly what is a credit report and exactly what it's used for? It is a history of your use of credit and other personal information which gives lenders a snapshot of your credit history. So whether you are applying for a card, a car loan, a personal item, a personal loan, or a mortgage, lenders want to determine your credit risk level. In short, they want to know if you will pay them back on time. That's pretty simple, right? So why do you even need good credit? Your credit report and score will strongly influence how much credit that will be made available to you and the terms that are offered by lenders. The speed which you are approved for credit, the interest rate you get, and the decisions about the amount of credit are all determined by the information found in your credit report. Another factor that they take into consideration is your FICO score. It can be a high score or low. It is a number that will reflect your credit risk level to a lender. FICO stands for Fair Isaac Corporation, and this is a public company that provides analytics and decision-making services, including credit scoring, and it is intended to help financial services companies make informed decisions. Can your credit score change? Yes, it can. Credit is not a fixed number. It is not a fixed identity. Instead, it reflects a consumer's current credit situation based on the information that is in the report at the time that it is pulled for a credit inquiry. So exactly what do you think is in your credit report? There are 4 topics of information. The first one is identifying. That would include your name, address, social security number, date of birth, employment information, everything that you use to identify who you are. Then there are trade lines, and these are your credit accounts. Each lender will report on each account you have established with them, and it will report the type of account, the date you open it, your credit limit or your loan amount, the account balance, and most importantly, your payment history. Then there are credit inquiries. Whenever you apply for a loan, you authorize your lender to request a copy of your credit report. And so this is how inquiries will appear on your report. There is a section that will contain a list of everyone that has accessed your credit within the last 2 years. And it will also include voluntary inquiries and involuntary inquiries. And these are when lenders order your report just to see what you've got, and they might issue you a pre-approved credit offer in the mail. Then you have public record and collection items. And credit reporting agencies also collect public information from state and county courts and information on overdue debt from collection agencies. Public record information would also include bankruptcies, foreclosures, lawsuits, wage attachments, liens, and judgment. So that's why it's so important for you to keep an eye on your credit. So are credit bureaus government agencies? Absolutely not. They are just companies. They are in the business to make money, and they generate income by selling credit reports to creditors. Is there anything that cannot be removed from your credit report? No. All information reported by the credit bureaus are subject to laws and the same criteria. We may challenge on your behalf any items you request, and the credit bureaus must investigate items. So how is your credit score calculated? There's a formula used to calculate a score, and the way it breaks down, it includes your payment history, the amount you currently owe, the length of credit history, any new accounts open, and the mix on your accounts. And the formula is like this. It's 35% of your personal payment history, 30% of any amount you owe lenders, 15% on the length of your credit, 10% on the number of new credit accounts you've opened, and 10% on the total mix of credit accounts. So why should I care what is in my credit file? It's pretty simple, because it is used for all financial borrowing, and if you have inaccurate information on your report, it impacts your ability to be granted a loan, or you may have to pay a much higher interest rate. So who has permission to access your credit file? Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, a credit reporting company may only disclose credit reports to someone that is granting credit, reviewing your account, or collecting on your account, reviewing you for employment, reviewing your application for insurance, reviewing your eligibility for a license or government-related benefit, providing information for a business transaction, such as if you're trying to rent an apartment, if they have a court order, if they have an IRS subpoena, or to anyone that you have given written permission. You wonder probably how mistakes get on your credit file. It is roughly estimated that as many as 80% of credit files have errors. If your credit report contains errors, it is often because the report is incomplete or possibly contains information about someone else. If you applied for credit under a different name, if someone made a clerical error in reading or entering their name and address, if someone typed in an inaccurate Social Security number, or if the number was misread by the lender. So there are just various reasons why mistakes can get made, and that also reaffirms why you should need to keep an eye on your credit. So who can remove items from my credit report? Only the credit bureaus have the power to remove the items. But as required by law, the credit bureaus must delete inaccurate, unverifiable, or any outdated information or misinformation. I hope you did learn some things, and I do hope that you will take an eyeball on your credit from time to time. It's very important. There are free places to have a credit report run. I will send those to you in a list, in an email. Also, I'd like to give you something for free today for watching my webinar. It's a book. It's Easy Ways to Protect Your Identity. You can download it for free from this site, and this will give you some information and some key pointers on how to protect yourself from identity thieves. And also, if you would like to work with me, I would be glad to work with you. So just click on the Work With Me link, and we will schedule an appointment to have a consultation. Also, if you need, or if you know someone that possibly needs to have their credit score increased and they need their credit repaired, click on the link for that, and it will take you to the information page for getting your credit repaired. I would also like to leave you with my personal contact information and some resources for credit. You can make your inquiries to Equifax.com, Experian.com, and TransUnion.com. You may also contact me by email at financialcprwithsuzanne@gmail.com. You may connect with me at Facebook at facebook.com/financialcpr with Suzanne. And I'm also available on Skype. And my ID is Susie.Goodwin1. And also, as said earlier, you may schedule that 30-minute consultation. I look forward to hearing from you, and I do hope that you got some good information. Thank you for attending. Bye-bye.